Let's prepare on the TNPSC AE 2019 question paper. Question 91. The stationary type of mooring accessory for ship is what? So here the answer is bollard. So bollard is nothing but it will be just a vertical post like thing to which a rope or connection will be given to make it moor. Okay, so this is only bollard. 92. Name the type of contract when the contractor undertakes a specific work with all its contingencies for a fixed amount of money. So when they take for a fixed amount of money, it's called as lump sum contract only. And then 93. The following are known as what? So it's given as advancement in the planning ideas, extra high ceiling, and structural change. Okay, so here functional obsolescence is the right answer. So obsolescence means itself it is something outdated or which cannot be used further. Okay, so there are some different types of obsolescence. Functional, economic, legal, technological, like that some varieties are there. So here functional means it is the building thing. Okay, so how means if some building part or building component is outdated, so that it cannot be updated or it cannot be used further. Okay, like building height in the old buildings and all, the height of the ceiling will be very high, so it cannot be changed later. Okay, so these type of obsolescence are called as only these things, that is the advancement in the planning ideas, extra high ceiling, and structural change. If you see the economic part means it is some loss that is caused by the external factors. Okay, so if some highway is coming near a property, or if some airport is coming near a property, means the price of that property will be changing, or in some cases there will be some nearby company there, so that that area's property will be having a very higher price. But later on when that company has been shut down and it is not going to be opened further, means the total area will suffer a loss of that property value. Okay, so this type of loss that is created is only called as economical obsolescence. And then junk value means it is nothing but the physically dismantled materials from a building. So when they close a building or when they shut down a building, the materials that we use there, like steel, timbers, and bricks and all can be reused. So when you take those properties from that building, means we call as the junk value. Question 94. Which of the following method of valuation will be adopted to value underdeveloped properties? So valuation is nothing but a value a building for a certain pricing. Okay, so here there are different types of valuation like rental, direct comparison, based on profit, based on the cost, like that some different types is there. So here they have given depreciation method of this. No, so depreciation means it's nothing but calculated based on the present rate of the materials that is used. So like walls, roofs, and floors will be there. No? So based on that, if you calculate, means it's depreciation method of valuation. And valuation based on cost means it is based on the cost of constructing the same building at present. Rental method of valuation means this is used for the income, that is the income generated out of that building. So how much income we can generate from that building, so based on that they will fix a price for that. So that is called as rental method. The development method of valuation is only the right answer here. So this is nothing but after providing roads, parks and all, they'll be splitting the whole area into plots and they'll be selling. No, so this only we call it as the development method of valuation. So for an underdeveloped property, this method is only correct method. Question 95. In a project, the major quality control methods are what? So it's all the three: inspection, testing, and then sampling also should be taken. 96. The earliest method used for planning of project was what? So it's bar chart method only, which is very earliest, and later we used CPM, PERT and all. Now some softwares has come for planning and scheduling everything. Question 97. Activities that can be performed simultaneously and independently to each other. So obviously parallel activity only. So it won't dependent on each other. Okay. Question 98. Which of the following statements are correct regarding the revised estimate? So what is this revised estimate means? When an estimate is quoted already and the project has been started, and if you are planning to start, and when you are doing that, if some change is coming, means you should do a revised estimate again. Okay, so when you should do this? So that is the options they have given. when the original sanction estimate exceeded or likely to exceed by more than 5% of the revised estimate. So the total estimate itself, it's rising by 5%, means you should raise it. Okay, you should revise it. And the second option, it's given us the amount of administrative sanction by less than 10%. So if it is less than, means we no need to do revised estimate at all. So option 2 is wrong here. When you see option 3, the material deviation from the original proposal, even though the cost may met with the sanction amount. Okay, so here another point is also important, the material change, okay, and also the material deviation and the material cost also. So it mentions both. The material deviation mentions both the cost and the type of that material. So whatever change we do in the material, even though it is met with the sanctioned amount, you should go for a revised estimate. So option 1 and 3 only correct here. 99. The fund which is gradually accumulated by the way of periodic or annual deposit for the replacement of the structure at the end of the useful life is known as sinking fund. So actually what is the sinking fund means, when we buy a property or a building or some instrument also it can be taken. Okay, so when you buy it, its shell life will be for some years only, for 20 years, 30 years, like that only it can be used. After that year you have to replace it, or either you have to do some maintenance work for it, or you cannot use it also. So it depends on that property. So for that, when you buy that product itself, they start saving some money for that purpose. Okay, so yearly income they will be putting some part for the sinking fund. For example, if they are buying a machinery and if they are getting an income of nearly 5 lakhs per year, means they will be spending 1 year 1 lakh per year as a sinking fund. So every year they'll be saving that 1 lakh, so that after the useful time of that property, we can use this sinking fund for buying a new equipment, or you can replace it. Okay, so for that purpose only the sinking fund is kept. So some industries meet their sinking fund within a year itself. They fix a high amount as sinking fund and they meet that within a year itself. But some companies may do it for a longer time. It will take some 5 to 10 years to bring that money, and after that they will be replacing it. Question 100. If the optimistic most likely time and the pessimistic time for an activity are 7, 8 and 10 respectively, the variance is what? So to find the variance, it's the square of the standard deviation. So we can find the standard deviation here. So standard deviation, it is nothing but pessimistic time minus optimistic time divided by 6. So here it is 10 and 7. No? So 10 minus 7, it's 3. 3 by 6. 3 by 6, it's 0.2, 0.5, 1 by 2, so it's 0.5. So when you take square of 0.5, it is 0.25, option B. Thank you and keep watching.